Good Saturday morning to you guys. Thank you for the people that have been watching my videos. Thank you so very much for the feedback. It's been great. Um, just want to touch on something that I hadn't discussed in the Kingdom Marriage series. Um, One of the things that will happen in your marriage at some point, no matter what kind of marriage you're in, whether you're in a kingdom marriage, whether you're in just a regular marriage or whatever, you will face adversity. You will face issues, problems. And one of the things that God told me to address or showed me that, just to share is how you deal with that adversity when it comes up in your relationship shows who or what dwells in you and the type of character that you have. With COVID-19, a lot of people's marriages and relationships have been tested, have been pushed past where they ever thought they would be. And that's because we're confined with each other and we're spending more time than we normally would with one another. And so some of the things that you normally would not see in your spouse or your mate, you're beginning to see because you're with them 24/7 or you're with them for longer periods than what you normally are. And in seeing these traits that you normally would not see, or the characteristics that they tried to hide, or they may have not even been aware of them themselves, and now they're coming to surface, coming to pass, how you deal with that shows who dwells in you, or what dwells in you, or the character that you have. And what I mean by that is, one of the things that I deal with most, and I've said this before, is that my attitude, my when I get upset, it becomes something different than what my husband normally has to deal with. And the one thing that I really honor and respect and love so, 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 so very much, and thank God for about my husband, is when I begin to get like that, when he can see that I'm getting agitated or I'm getting upset or I'm getting sad, which also will bring the same kind of thing to me. He knows how to put me in a different mindset, how to push me past how I may be feeling at that moment. And that shows that not only is this a man that prays and hears from God, but this is also a man that loves his wife enough to say, hey, baby, I see right now you're struggling. Let me grab your hand and lift you up. And also, the same applies to him when he's struggling with his financial issues and it's getting the better of him. That's where my strength is. And so I can reach over and grab his hand and pull him up and say, hey, baby, not only do you have a wife that prays and loves you, but you have a wife that cares enough about you to lift you up when you have fallen. And that's what shows if Jesus isn't living inside of you. Because when you know what your spouse or mate's weakness is, that is usually the area that you're stronger in. And that's what makes the kingdom marriage work, or the marriage, the covenant marriage work, is because where my weakness is where your strength is. And I had to sit and tell my husband that the good thing about our marriage is that I can put on my entire armor of God and protect you in the area that you're weak in. And you can do the same for me. Put on your entire armor of God and protect me in the area that I am weak in. And that's our assignment. That's our job, is to cover our spouse or our loved one where they are weak. Not use that weakness against them. Not continue to prick that area that you know that they're weak in. That's why God put you there, to strengthen that person in that area, to be that person that they need, that rock that they need, that they know, hey, I may fall, but I know this woman that's standing beside me, or this man that's standing beside me, is going to literally lift me back up. That's why two is better than one. It's always better to have that person that's by your side that can literally stick their hand out and lift you up. And if you're with somebody right now that you know will not do that for you, you either need to start praying for that person, for God to put that character inside of that person, or you really need to ask God, is this the right person for me? Because you cannot walk through this life by yourself, no matter how strong you may be, no matter how strong you think you are. Because trust me, you only thinking that you're that strong. You need someone that will raise their hand up to you or down to you and say, baby, I got you. Don't worry, I got you. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not here to put you down. I'm not here to highlight what your weakness is. I'm actually here to cover you, baby, because that's my assignment. That's what God told me to do, is to cover my wife, cover my husband. Surely Eve, when she gave Adam that apple, Adam could have turned to Eve and been like, you're not the woman for me. Look at what you're doing. And yes, he did say to God, the woman you gave to me. But there was never a point in the Bible that said Eve left Adam or Adam left Eve. It was not there. They both did wrong. They both received their punishment. And they lived with it. They moved past it. They had children. They had a family. They had a future. They did not let the downfall of what one did drag the other one down. They knew to stand together, because how can two walk together unless they be agreed? And no matter what it is, if it's financial, if it's spiritual, whatever it is, learn how to walk in agreement with your spouse or your mate. And one thing that I've really been wanting to express, if you are married to somebody that's in a different culture than you, that's in a different religion than you, study it, learn about it. You cannot fight what you don't understand. And what I mean by that is, if you have a spouse that's from Africa, get on a plane, go to Africa. If you have a spouse that's from Jamaica, get on a plane, go to Jamaica. If you're a Christian and you have a Catholic spouse, go learn Catholicism. If you have a husband or a wife that's a Buddhist, start learning those chants. Listen, no one's telling you to convert. No one's telling you to give up what you believe. But in order to understand your spouse, your mate, how they think, how they feel, why they behave in the way they are, learn why. If you don't know anything about his past, who his mom is, who his dad is, where he grew up, why he speaks the way he does, how can you Pray for them. How can you know what you're fighting if you're unaware what you're fighting? And some people will say, oh my God, well, I don't have money for a plane ticket. Listen, let me tell you something. Where there is a will, there is a way. And if this is something that you truly desire to do, there are high travel seasons and there are seasons when people don't travel. The high travel seasons, yes, the tickets are going to be higher because everybody's traveling. So like in Africa in December, don't do it because everybody's going home in December to spend time with their family for the Christmas holiday. It's one of their biggest travel holidays. So don't do it in December. But you know what? If you go the month before in November, guess what? The ticket is almost 50 to 60% less. Why? Nobody's really traveling in November or October or September. Travel then. Do some research. Talk to people. Ask them. This is where my spouse is from. When is the best time to travel? Not only, just for the plane ticket, but you want to be able to go out into the community that he's from. And if you go during the rain season, guess what? You're not going to enjoy it very much. And there are some countries that their rain season lasts a long time. So you want to make sure that you're going at a time when you can go out, when you can enjoy yourself, when you can see his friends that he grew up with, his family, or hers, the same context, man or woman, it does not matter. Take out the time to learn who your spouse is or the person you're dating is. It will save you so much heartache, so much pain, so much misunderstanding. If you take out that time, pray and ask God to increase your finances so you can do it. If you are one of those women, God bless you, that has to have a new Coach purse, new Birkin bag every time one comes out, there's your plane ticket money right there. Not trying to put nobody down, but sacrifice for the things that are more important. Maybe if you don't get that bag right now and you go and you understand your husband better, now he'll love you more because you understand him, and you can love him more because now you understand him. That maybe he'll work a little bit harder and he'll buy the bag that you sacrificed for the plane ticket. Do you get what I'm saying? Iron sharpeth iron. So if you cannot sharpen what you don't understand, get an understanding of who you're with, why they behave the way they do. Understand that. That's the greatest thing in the world, is understanding. As I've said in just about every video, and I will continue to say this, pray for somebody. No matter how you feel, pray for somebody. Somebody would pray to be in the situation that you're complaining to God to get out of. Pray for somebody. It's not going to cost you one thing, but it may cost you everything if you don't do it. It is our reasonable service to God to at least pray for somebody. And if you can't pray, then guess what? If you're not somebody that God blessed with the ability to pray, which I believe everybody can pray in some manner, some shape, some form, then that means God blessed you in another area. He may have blessed you with service. He may have blessed you with finances. Then do that. Do something to serve the kingdom. Do something to add to the kingdom. That's what we're here to do, to love on people, to show people the way, to show people who God really is, no matter what you call your God. I don't care if you're not Christian. It does not matter. Serve people. That's our reasonable service. Be nice, be kind, love on people. And if you have people around you that are draining you, that are literally more than what you can bear, it's all right to close that door. But keep praying for them. Maybe God will open it back up one day. I admonish you with everything. Pray for somebody. You never know. how that one prayer will change somebody's life. Thank you.